Let's get cooking, and by that, I mean really cooking. Today we're not just following recipes, we're unlocking the secrets behind what makes food truly irresistible. Whether you're a seasoned chef or just starting out, understanding taste is the first step to elevating every meal you make. We're diving deep into the heart of deliciousness, sauces and marinades. These are the unsung heroes that bring life to our favorite dishes, infusing them with layers of flavor and personality. These flavor-packed heroes can turn the simplest dishes into absolute knockouts. A plain piece of chicken or a bowl of veggies can be transformed into something extraordinary with just the right sauce or marinade. But first, let's understand how we taste. Our journey to flavor starts right on our tongues, where every bite becomes an adventure. Imagine tiny receptors on your tongue, little flavor detectives working around the clock. They're constantly analyzing every morsel, sending signals to your brain about what you're experiencing. They pick up 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Each one plays a unique role in how we experience food, and together, they create a symphony of flavors. Sweetness, like a spoonful of sugar, gives us that happy energy boost. It's the taste of comfort, celebration, and childhood memories. Sourness, think zesty lemon, adds a refreshing zing. It wakes up your palate and balances out richer flavors, making every bite more exciting. Saltiness, well, we all love a pinch of salt to make flavors pop. Salt is essential. It enhances and intensifies the natural flavors in our food. Bitterness, from dark chocolate or coffee, adds complexity and depth. It keeps dishes from being one note and makes flavors linger on your tongue. And then there's umami, that savory deliciousness we get from mushrooms or a perfectly ripe tomato. It's the taste that makes you crave just one more bite. Think of these tastes as your cooking crew, each one bringing something special to the table. When you learn to balance them, you unlock endless possibilities in the kitchen. When they work together in perfect harmony, you create pure magic on the plate. Every meal becomes a masterpiece and every bite tells a story. That's what we're after here. Pure, delicious magic. Food that not only tastes amazing but brings people together and creates memories. So are you ready to transform your cooking? Let's get started. Grab your apron, gather your ingredients, and let's explore the wonderful world of taste together. Cooking is like a beautiful dance, where every movement and every step matters. Flavors are our partners, each bringing their own unique rhythm and energy to the kitchen. The key is to find the perfect balance, that magical sweet spot where every taste shines without overpowering the others, creating harmony on your plate. Think of it like a seesaw. Too much sweetness, and your dish becomes cloying, masking the other flavors that make it interesting. Too much sourness, and it's puckeringly tart, overwhelming the subtle notes you worked so hard to build. The goal is to find that sweet spot, that perfect equilibrium where every element is in sync, and nothing feels out of place. Start by tasting as you go. Let your senses guide you. Smell, taste, and even sight can tell you so much about what your dish needs. Add a pinch of salt, a squeeze of lemon, a touch of sweetness. Taste again, and notice how each addition transforms the dish. Does it make you smile? Does it spark a little joy or surprise on your palate? Or does it need a little something more? A hint of spice, a dash of acidity, or maybe a touch of bitterness to round things out? Trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to experiment. Sometimes the most memorable dishes come from a willingness to try something new. Remember, balancing flavors is a journey, not a destination. Each meal is a new opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow as a cook. Every ingredient, every spice, every herb plays a part in this dance, contributing its own voice to the chorus of flavors. As you become more familiar with the interplay of tastes, you'll develop an intuition for creating perfectly balanced dishes, almost like a sixth sense in the kitchen. And that, my friends, is when cooking truly becomes an art form, a joyful expression of creativity and care. Now, let's talk about building layers of flavor. This is where things get really exciting. Imagine a symphony orchestra. You've got the strings, the brass, the percussion, all working together to create a rich, multi-dimensional sound. Cooking is no different. We start with a base flavor, like the gentle sweetness of caramelized onions or the deep savoriness of roasted garlic. Then we add layers of complexity. A splash of vinegar for tang, a pinch of chili for heat, a handful of fresh herbs for brightness. Each ingredient adds its own unique voice to the symphony of flavors. Don't be shy about using different techniques to build layers. Roasting vegetables intensifies their natural sweetness. Searing meat creates a delicious crust that adds depth and complexity. And slow cooking allows flavors to meld and deepen over time. The possibilities are endless. Every culinary adventure needs a good map. In the world of sauces and marinades, our guideposts are the classics, the mother sauces. These are the foundations upon which countless variations are built. Think of a rich, deeply savory tomato sauce, simmered for hours with garlic and herbs, or a velvety béarnaise, an emulsion of butter and egg yolks, tangy with lemon and fragrant with tarragon. And who can resist the umami magic of a teriyaki marinade with its blend of soy sauce, mirin and ginger? These classics are your culinary toolkit, ready to be customized and personalized to your heart's content. Once you've mastered these foundations, the culinary world is your oyster. Add a kick of chili to your tomato sauce for an arrabbiata. Swap the tarragon in your béarnaise for chervil for a delicate twist. The possibilities are endless and the journey is delicious. Herbs, spices, and aromatics are the magicians of the culinary world. They have the power to transform a dish from ordinary to extraordinary with just a pinch or a sprinkle. Imagine for a moment the warm embrace of cinnamon, the citrusy lift of lemon zest, or the earthy depth of cumin. Fresh herbs like basil, parsley, and cilantro add such brightness and vibrancy. Spices like paprika, turmeric, and coriander bring warmth and complexity. And oh, let's not forget about the humble onion and its garlicky cousin. These aromatic powerhouses really do form the backbone of countless sauces and marinades. The key, honestly, is to use these flavor enhancers with a light hand. Start with a small amount and taste as you go. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it away once it's in there. Now that we've explored the world of flavors, let's talk about texture. A great sauce should have the perfect consistency, whether it's a silky smooth gravy or a chunky tomato salsa. Thickening and reducing are two essential techniques that every cook should master. Thickening a sauce is all about adding body. We can achieve this by using a starch like cornstarch or flour, or by incorporating a creamy element like butter or cream. Reducing a sauce, on the other hand, is all about concentrating flavors. By simmering a sauce over low heat, we allow the water to evaporate, leaving behind a more intense and flavorful concoction. The key is to be patient and to stir frequently to prevent sticking. A good reduction can make all the difference in the world. Ready to take your taste buds on an adventure? Let's talk about unexpected flavor pairings. These are the combinations that make you stop and say, wow, I would have never thought of that. Think sweet and spicy like mango and chili, or bright and earthy like lemon and mushroom. The key to successful flavor pairings is to think about contrast and balance. If you're using a sweet ingredient, try pairing it with something tart or spicy to cut through the sweetness. If you're working with a rich, savory ingredient, try brightening it up with something fresh and citrusy. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. Some of the most exciting culinary discoveries happen when we step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the unexpected. So go on, get creative and see what delicious combinations you can come up with. One of the most exciting things about cooking is the opportunity to explore different cultures through their cuisines. And when it comes to sauces and marinades, the world is our oyster. Let's take a trip around the globe and discover some incredible flavors. In Japan, we have miso, a fermented soybean paste that adds a deep umami richness to marinades and sauces. In North Africa, we have harissa, a fiery chili paste that brings the heat. Korea gives us kimchi, a spicy and fermented cabbage condiment that adds a tangy kick. And from Southeast Asia, we have fish sauce, a pungent but incredibly savory ingredient that adds depth and complexity. These are just a few examples of the incredible diversity of flavors found in global cuisines. Don't be afraid to experiment and incorporate these ingredients into your cooking. You might just discover your new favorite flavor. Congratulations, my friends! You've taken the first step toward elevating your home cooking and impressing everyone at your table. You've embarked on a delicious journey to master the art of sauces and marinades. These are the secret weapons that transform ordinary meals into unforgettable experiences. Now, it's time to put your newfound knowledge into practice. Gather your favorite ingredients, Clear your workspace and let's get creative in the kitchen. Let's start with a simple but incredibly flavorful chicken marinade. Combine olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, oregano, and a pinch of salt and pepper. For extra depth, try adding a splash of balsamic vinegar or a hint of smoked paprika. Marinate your chicken for at least 30 minutes. But if you have time, let it soak for a few hours or even overnight for maximum flavor. Then grill, bake, or pan fry to perfection. Each method brings out unique flavors and textures, so don't be afraid to try them all. Next up, a rich and versatile tomato sauce. This classic is a must-have in every cook's repertoire. Sauté onions and garlic in olive oil until softened. Add crushed tomatoes, a pinch of sugar, dried oregano, and a bay leaf. For extra flavor, toss in a splash of red wine or a handful of fresh basil. Simmer for at least 30 minutes, stirring occasionally to let the flavors meld together and the sauce thicken beautifully. Then taste and adjust seasonings. Don't hesitate to add more herbs, a pinch of salt, or a dash of pepper until it's just right. This sauce is perfect for pasta, pizza, or as a base for countless other dishes. Try it with meatballs, lasagna, or even as a dipping sauce for fresh bread. Remember, the key to great cooking is to taste, adjust, and taste again. Cooking is all about finding the balance that suits your palate. Don't be afraid to experiment and make each recipe your own. Swap out herbs, try new spices, or add a personal twist to classic recipes. And most importantly, have fun and enjoy the process. Cooking is a journey, and every meal is a chance to learn, share, and savor something new.